Have you ever felt that you've done so much work on yourself, from therapy to tools to developing awareness, and yet the same patterns keep showing up? You're not broken and you're not failing, but what you are experiencing is a nervous system that heals in layers, not moments. So today I'm going to talk about why healing just one part of yourself isn't enough, and how true regulation emerges when your mind and your body and your identity come into coherence. And if you're new here, I am Jackie Faber. This is week 4 of my 9-week trauma and chakra integration series. So over the last 3 weeks, we've worked through the root chakra, which is safety in the body, the sacral chakra, safety in your emotions, and the solar plexus, safety in your identity. These 3 centers make up the foundation of your nervous system's sense of safety. So today, we're not talking about a new chakra, we are integrating the system. So trauma doesn't just live in one place. It lives across your body, your emotions, and your identity, which is why focusing on only one layer never really creates stability. If your root doesn't feel safe, your body feels braced. If your sacral doesn't feel safe, your emotions become restricted. If your solar plexus doesn't feel safe, your identity reaches outward for validation, approval, control, or performance. All of these layers stack. You can have emotional awareness without grounded safety. You can have insight without embodiment. You can have boundaries and still feel unsafe inside of them. And this is why so many people are high functioning, but still dysregulated. They look okay, they act okay, but their nervous system is still operating from survival. And this is the thing that most healing frameworks don't explain. Safety is not a moment, it is a system. Your nervous system doesn't ask, am I safe right now? It asks, is my body safe? Are my emotions safe? Is my identity safe? These are the 3 lower chakras. Even if one of them doesn't feel secure, the whole system stays on alert. This is why many people meditate, do therapy, journal, and still feel off. They may have stabilized one area, but the other 2 are still running on survival. A grounded body with unsafe emotions still feels unstable. Emotional awareness without embodied safety still feels overwhelming. Boundaries without internal regulation feels rigid and exhausting. The nervous system doesn't integrate in pieces, it integrates in coherence. Root, sacral, solar plexus, they don't heal one by one. They begin to communicate with each other. And that is what creates stability. So one of the most common identity patterns that happens in this stage is, I have done so much work. Why does this keep showing up? And I've lived that very question. It's not wrong. It's just incomplete. It assumes that healing is a moment when in reality, it's a system repatterning. You didn't just learn one way to survive. Your body learned many. Your posture, your breath, your emotions, your identity. All of those layers don't unwind at once. This is what I call high functioning survival. You look okay, you might even be successful, you can think clearly, you're self-aware, and yet underneath all of it, your nervous system is still bracing, still scanning, still managing. And this is when people say things like, why am I so tired? Why do I still get triggered? Why does this pattern keep coming back? It's because survival doesn't live in one place. It lives in your body, the root, in your emotions, your sacral, and in your identity, your solar plexus. When only one layer unwinds, the other compensate. Real regulation doesn't feel dramatic. It feels like a quiet stability. Like you don't have to prove or fix or perform or justify to be okay. So let's bring this gently into your body. Take a minute and bring your awareness to your feet and your legs. This is your root chakra. Now your hips and your navel. This is your sacral. And finally, your upper abdomen, your solar plexus. Now you don't have to do anything. I just want you to notice. Ask yourself which part feels most present right now. Then ask yourself which one feels least. And again, this is about awareness. Real integration begins when your nervous system realizes it doesn't have to push one part forward and hide another. Regulation doesn't feel dramatic. It feels spacious, neutral, steady. There's no collapse. There's no bracing. There's no urgency. That is the foundation that we're building. So before we wrap up this video, just take a moment and ask yourself, do you feel more present now than when you started watching? Even 5% more counts. And I would love to hear, what did you notice while you were sensing your system today? Next week, I am moving into the heart chakra, where safety meets connection. And that is where the foundation that we're building starts to support relationship. Thank you for being here. I hope you found this video helpful, and I will see you next week.